This one straight from the heart. Dedicated for all those who can relate to the struggle. All the struggling families. Dedicated to my mum, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, you done know. Single mothers collecting your child benefit. Fatherless sons with misguided minds. Listen closely. 5 fingers, 1 palm, rest upon his shoulder. Inquisitive, overlooking my granddad's cooking. Fire under the Dutch pot with fresh seasoned chicken. Yellow yam pumpkin, green banana, boiled dumpling. My upbringing was typical in a sense. Jamaican descent, beaten, still the rules were bent. Play fights with little bro, back garden under the stars. Blazing mum spliffs out the ashtrays round the yard. Adolescent times was hard. 4 kids, single mum, 2 bedrooms. No account, no car. Suicide took my dad, Norwood graveyard. Unexplained death left me with emotional scars. Social security, income support came weekly. Pay the bills after shopping, left with pennies. Envious of my peers and the latest designer wears. Wearing hand-me-down gears from my cousin for years. Shedding tears over the loss of Jay. My stepsis strayed a little, careless with cannabis and got shift. Text got licked outside pointers. Ericsson's Motorollas sold to the highest bidders round corners. Situation stressed me out through secondary. Started bunking, bunning green, a full-time hobby. Slowly fell behind, left with GCSEs. Blown off course by a negative breeze at 16.
When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong. When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong. And I know you'll stay the same, better life you'll gain, cause you should do what's right for you. But remember that God's got you too. And through all this pain you endured, you have your life to do much more. Don't let the past stop you from getting ahead. When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong. When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong.
I'm swinging off the end of my rope, done with the Brock pocket round my neck. Wanna hang my son in 24-carat lockets. Reap the benefits for applying my effort. Provide for my family, make a difference. Until my mum, no doubt, unconditional love goes out. For all them times you provided while doing without. Grounded me off the streets, encouraged me down the right route. Pick my Dynasty for inspirating me, and I'm out.
When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong. When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong. When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you'll keep going on, I know you'll keep holding strong. When everything's going down, when everything starts to frown, I know you will keep on going on, I know you will keep on holding strong. Holding strong, holding strong,
Free smoke. Welcome to another episode of Free Smoke. I am your host, Millywayne, and this is episode 2. And yeah, I gotta say a big RIP to 50-50.
Yeah.
That's the joint we was just playing there before we just came in. So yeah, from 57th Dynasty, we gotta big him up, you know what I'm saying, and pay homage and respects to him and his family, you know what I'm saying.
RIP.
But yeah, that brings me into this. We've got some legendary guests in the building, some pioneers. These people inspired me to do this thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, like I'm all excited. I forgot about my co-host. I didn't even let him in. I didn't even let him introduce himself, but yeah, big up my co-host, he's gonna introduce himself.
The biggest and the best, the people them's champ, Big Jabba Jones. Never self-proclaimed, the people them gave me that name. With that, I thank you. You're listening and you're locked in to Free Smoke podcast. You understand?
You know already.
There's some real legends in the building, real pioneers in the building, you know.
They inspired me to do this thing. They're the reason why I even do this music thing. So these people are very detrimental to my career and I think a lot of other people in the UK.
Facts.
So yeah, none other than...
Yeah.
Who we got in the building?
AKA the Shanty Man.
Huh?
My name for the 57 Dynasty.
Come on.
Who's next?
Paradise, the prolific one.
We got Paradise in the building.
We got Charlie Parker in the building.
Charlie Parker in the building.
Shineye in the building.
Shineye's in the building.
Big up.
Hey,
It's crazy.
4 out of 8, 1 half.
So how much members are missing?
Number 4, really, yeah.
And who's that for the viewers' purpose?
Short term,
This guy's a small. he's moving like this is the Queen Vic and it's 3Smoke. What's he doing out here, man? Do you want some weed?
You know what,
But yes. Who's missing?
We got obviously 50 RIP.
Couple RIPs.
We got Little Monster. We got Dark Trooper. We got Ocean.
Ocean the Nomad.
And that's 57th Dynasty.
That's the collective.
So how did you guys get your name?
You know what? It started one time. Man was in Norwood. See Dice now. Like, walking out, looking at man. So next minute, he said, "Yeah, you guys know where a barbershop is around there or something." So I said, "Yeah, my barber trims there, you know." Yeah.
Not the question.
So
How do you get the name?
no. How did we?
How did you get your name? How did you get your name 57th Dynasty?
In order. Alright, you know what?
Answer the question.
Is, obviously the door number where it all started was 57, which was Charlie's place. And then Dynasty, like we're all leaders, innit? We're all succession of leaders. So we just put it together and we said, 57 Dynasty.
Individual leaders, you're saying.
That's right. Yeah. Succession of leaders in a given field. Well, thank you. That's appropriate.
Paradise is on tricks.
Yeah, he gave it the vibes today. I like that.
Yeah. So how did you all meet?
Well, I think this is where you wanted it.
So,
Is that where you was going?
Yeah. So I met Dice first, but cut a long story short, saw him, he came to the barbershop, P trimmed him. And then he started saying, he's doing a rap thing.
Yeah. Yo, who in here spits?
Yeah, that's what Dice was saying.
Yeah, half the barbershop is like,
So it was, everyone in the barbershop started, I think, spitting bars that day.
Yeah.
Then he said he's got a little studio where man can come true. So we've all come true now. And then, that
and
was
by come true, that was Charlie's house.
Yeah.
His house, he turned his house into an open studio for everybody.
That's
There's
dope.
any given time, 30, 40 people in his house.
That's dope.
So that was the 57 on the door. Yeah. It was full any given time.
It was full because it wasn't in the group. There was 8 of you. There wasn't actually
But it was
57.
more.
But you're saying in the beginning there was like about
the
40.
57 is the door number.
He went back.
Before that,
We went back before that.
To
Okay.
Lansdowne Green in Stockholm, me, Shineye, Lincoln.
Okay, that's where I'm from, man. Yeah,
A lot of people don't know that, though,
you're
innit?
taking it way back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I know you from. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's your family. So
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
definitely. That's where man's from, man.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, yeah.
I was
so-
actually born in that block, you know.
Which one? Yeah, my bro was born in that block there.
In
Lansdowne
Lansdowne
Green.
Green.
Yeah,
Come
Longley
on,
Court.
come on.
Longley
Big up.
Court. Longley Court.
Big up the
yeah,
Prime
yeah,
Minister
yeah.
every time, you know.
First and second floor in the corner apartment.
So you lot were from Stockwell, and where was you lot based?
I was based Brixton Hill. I would say the college. And the college.
Yeah, in the college. Okay, and Paradise.
I had literally just come. Maybe I had literally just come.
Came
Stateside.
stateside. Okay.
Want the story? We're on 3Smoke.
Yeah, because
I had
people
just come off the plane.
Yeah.
Before I got on the plane, I was in federal facility in just like that.
Whoa.
So yeah, literally. That was my what they would call deportation.
Okay.
Literally.
So was you over there from a young age?
Yes. I grew up there. I was a
Okay.
New Yorker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? To the core.
What part of New York?
So that would
Bronx.
that would explain the accent. Like some viewers might think, why has he got an American accent?
That was the question I was going to ask. Like,
He actually grew up there from a very young age.
Yeah, so-
and got deported back.
Yeah, I don't use the word deported.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what happened?
They asked me whether or not I would
They put you on a plane and told you get back.
They said
and
your
you ain't
ass
get-
right back there.
So I agreed
that yes, possibly it would be in the best interest of the soul, and I can get out of my sentence. So it was like, let's.
How was that though, coming back to the UK from that?
I'm not gonna lie. At the time, it was you can't conceive it. Even when they put me on a plane, it was like you weren't even prepared. I didn't have a date to say, oh yes, this is the date. It was one of those where it's you waiting, go to the airport on a commercial flight. At that, in handcuffs, everyone, no one wants to sit next to me on the plane. They're telling the stewardess. And on the plane here, 6 hours, all I had to do was think like, what am I gonna do when I reach? Obviously, I've just done over 3.5 years in jail, so I'm still like, I'm happy I'm gonna be free. Out there? No. In jail, maybe a little bars here and there.
And tell them you was incarcerated with
loads, all of them Mob
Slick
Deep
Rick.
people, Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Slick Rick, you remember me, right? No pressure, I didn't put no pressure on him. I was helping him though. He's a legend.
Yeah,
so you see people picking on legends in jail, sometimes you gotta be like, yo, leave him alone, man.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
So you're saying
anyway.
Slick Rick was getting picked on?
That's another story.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's another story.
3Smoke.
But yeah, literally, 6 hours on a plane thinking what I'm gonna do, because I didn't have no family here, no nothing. It was one of those, like, it was never supposed to happen. I grew up in America 18, 19 years. My lawyer's telling me, my family's like, no, it's not gonna happen. You know, I wasn't illegal. I had all my citizenship. Everything was fine. It's just the nature of my crimes. So we never even believed it was gonna happen until it happened. So on a plane ride here, there's only a couple of things that I knew that I could do no matter anywhere in this world. And hip hop wasn't one of them.
So
Ladies.
So how was your first date when you got to London?
I came in the middle of the night. Not the first day. It came gradually. Like literally when I met Charlie, was literally not even probably 2 months of being here. Literally, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was giving I wanted to go back. I dip and fly back, but I just didn't. I needed to settle.
Okay. Yeah, because you must have missed that shit over there, man.
Definitely.
I was coming out of jail. I wasn't coming out the streets of New York, so it's different. So I was coming out of jail, so I was appreciative of everything. Like I'm free.
A new transition.
Let me listen to the birds a little bit, and it's cool. Speak English. It was different if I went somewhere else. I wanted to go to Jamaica, but anyway, that's another story. I did want to go to Jamaica, but I came here and it was like cool. And after about literally people were asking me, "Rah, you're American, yeah? So what? Man's on this thing." Or, "Rah, you're American, yeah? So what, you spit?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't spit." "You must can spit. You're American. You must can." So it's the lesser two evils.
Okay.
And I would say, all right, let's go studio. And a brother named Stewie took me to Charlie's house studio.
Okay, so how did you meet Ocean? Where's he from again? He ain't from London, is he?
Bristol.
He's from Bristol. How did you guys meet him?
I think
Mr. Green. Mr. Green. Yeah.
Mr. Green, bro.
And he wanted to be down with the clique. He could spit. And it was like, yeah, cool. Family is
Another one's a road connection again.
Another one.
Yeah. So who was the actual beat makers and producers and engineers and stuff like this?
Oh, that would be me. I made the beats as well. I didn't make the beats.
Me and Charlie Parker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie Parker. I went to Charlie and brought my little drum machine.
Yeah.
So he was known, like he was known.
Yeah. For making beats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to the studio and I was like, you know what?
This is like 99.
Yeah, these was early days.
Yeah.
Early days. So this is how I know.
Dynasty.
I
There
know.
was no Dynasty then.
I was one.
Yeah.
So before Dynasty,
I was one then.
I was following Coxon.
Okay, sound system, yeah.
I was
Big
there
up,
wherever
big up.
Coxon went. When Coxon kind of split,
Yeah.
you know, there was and Blacker kind of took over, and the oldest kind of moved on.
That's way before my time, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You need a sound
Portion
effect.
of them kind of got more into music production.
Okay.
And doing it on dances and whatnot. The World Sound Clash.
Yeah.
So, but I was the beat maker in the crew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at that time we was remixing. Count Shelley had a label in New York, and he was sending 12 inches down from Flatbush.
Okay.
And we'd remix them and put them out.
Yeah.
So that's where I got to understand. Bro, you don't need to go record company to put records out.
Yeah. You can put them out yourself independently.
Furthermore,
Yeah.
in Brixton, you had Acre Lane,
Yeah.
Supertone.
Yeah.
You had I was cutting dub plate on. You know what I mean?
What's the one in Battersea as well?
You had Patrick Studio. You had North Circular. You had Bobsy. So he cut the records. So and then you had Jetstar obviously doing
Of course,
their
yeah.
thing. So that's what I learned.
So what made you want to make beats though? At that time?
I played instruments.
And what was that?
I played saxophone and guitar.
Okay.
And them times I used to go, it was like a toss up, you know what I mean? Because that was Courtney Pine times, like Jazz Warriors and all that. And I go and there was a saxophone player called Steve Williamson that I rated. And I used to kind of half study, but I wasn't really good at the studying. Bridging it is. So I go and study with him up top of Brixton Hill. But then I go and link Soundman. And I was like, Soundman's much more progressive than Jazzman. Soundman's making money. Soundman's making records. Soundman's caterers at the dances. You know, it's a whole community of activity. Not just the music. Jazzman's just bunning and jamming for like 10 hours. You know what I mean? And plus that music, although I love that music in my heart, it wasn't really relevant to Brixton in 1980 in the same way that jazz sound system.
Yes, of course.
Reggae music.
Yeah.
So I followed them, man. Big up Bikey Dread. Learned how to make records. Saw man doing World Clash in East London in Lee Valley. Then in Milton Keynes he did a World Clash with Bodyguard from Jamaica and all these different sounds. Okay, so when it came to and by then the practicing thing, it's hard to practice.
But that's what you're saying is, but that's like, could you move that mic a bit closer to the front? Yeah. That's like ragga and stuff. What made you want to get into the hip hop though?
Yeah. Always wanted to do hip hop because I love jazz music. So when I heard Eric B and Rakim, that's that bass, that's that live.
Don't test the technique. Come on.
Microphone feed, all of them. They were using jazz samples. Marley Marl was using jazz samples. No reggae man wasn't using no jazz samples. That was like different. You know, one time I made I thought, let me try and make an album of Studio One beats like Nanny Goat and all them rhythms. And I did it, and they were good. But as a musician, I wanted to do more than, you know what I mean. So, and I wanted to get my horn in there somewhere, and I wanted to play and sample my guitar and whatnot. And the reggae man wasn't really feeling that.
Yeah, no, of course not.
I want that. I want that, John.
That's exactly what they're gonna say to you.
I saw music, I make. Soul, it's just soul. It wasn't even hip hop. It's soul. So, but at that time, it wasn't. I mean, there were rappers, and obviously that's Mr. Green. He's related to the whole London Posse thing. So Bionic and Rodney and them.
Big up.
And I was around them in Stockwell.
So were they before your
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So they were late 80s.
Okay.
Early 90s. MCD.
So who was before you guys?
London Posse, innit?
Yeah, London Posse,
London
MCD, London Posse, Cookie Crew.
Yeah.
But years before.
Is it the Destroyers or something?
I was saying
So you guys were like the first from out of like Brixton.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think what it was we were coming out of sound. So a bit like Jazzy B and them came out of sound and did the soul to soul thing. We came out of sound system background, obviously in Brixton, Wales. Where's he coming out of at that period of time? But we came with hip hop, but we mixed obviously the reggae influence of the music and the vocal, and then plus we had, you know, by the time Dice come and things, so it didn't just come like one day everybody came together. It was a gradual coming together.
Yeah, of course.
People. I had the studio in Lansdowne Green. Yeah. Before that, where I met Shineye. Then by the time I was back in Brixton now, my house was always open. Different people coming, singers coming through.
Yeah, that's how ours was, man.
But people would drop off. You know what I mean? But they would see a nucleus kind of growing, and Thunder would be there doing his thing. Dice would jump on the mic, and some man would be like,
and it's
I'm going, yeah.
No, but it's funny how much people came through, how much names that you would know what came through and what dropped off. Yeah. Does that make sense? So there was a lot. There's a lot like
came through.
Yeah, but lots of people from all different sides what came through.
So you done production as well?
Yeah.
So what made you want to do the beats and stuff?
That's what same thing again. Yeah, but the same thing. Saying that at that time of MCs, like, you know, like rappers and DJs, they all came from bashment, like ragga, whatever. At that time, not like now. Everybody just does it. Does that make sense? Yeah. That time we had a history of, like, I came from a sound called Babyphonic, which was the older sound was Stereophonic.
Heard of Stereophonic, yeah.
What came from Wandsworth Road? What came from Lansdowne Green Estate?
Okay.
So
that's why I've heard of it then.
Right, so there you go.
I'm thinking, where have I heard of that stuff?
So that's what I came from.
Yeah.
So I came from mixing. Like, back in the days, you had one special mixer. Like, touch the thing. Everybody, mix Shineye, mix it. And then everybody just... Yeah. Them times that... The bigger one to me was Stevie Culture.
Okay.
For Coxon.
Yeah.
So Stevie Culture used to mix for Coxon.
Yeah.
I used to mix for Babyphonic.
Yeah.
But we, as a younger sound, we, like, at that time, it was like, the contest of sound clashes, younger sound clashes. And we killed every sound at the younger stage. Do you know what I'm saying? So we got together and, like, that's what I just, like, if I can chip up a tune like this, just mixing it, taking out the volume, putting back in the volume, if I can chip it up, I can build a rhythm. Because I'm chipping it up into listening to what I'm chipping it up to. So I must hit a hi-hat, hit a snare.
But he came with
But I'm saying that's how I started.
Yeah, but making like full...
Yeah,
most people
with
do
one machine.
Clap on a drum machine.
Yeah. No, but I made notes. I made notes out of the kick drum of the sub. So that's what I knew how to do.
You look like you went behind, but you look like you went behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
kind of thing.
So that's what it is. So I looked at it and listened to it in a different level. So I banged that to Charlie, and Charlie said, his eyes open. You know when you want a reaction from someone, you listen to this, and it's like, is he gonna say something? And I play it, and he went, that's what you want, innit?
Yeah,
you
exactly
see
what
the
you
eyes
want,
open, you thought, oh shit, something's happening. He's listening to this thing and it's something. So, because he had people like behind him, innit? So I want to be like some of this, I want some of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how it was. So I was young, innit? So it's like, this man's saying this thing. Oh, yeah, come round again. Yeah, come in, whatever time you want me to come. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it was. Exactly that.
Yeah, so what was that first recording session like? Like the first Dynasty track?
So there
First one was Dingles.
It was when Patrick and
There was
more. His whole family.
There's more. Stretch.
Did you say your whole family was in Dynasty?
It was like 4 of us, innit? So you had me, Patrick,
Felony.
and 1, 2, 3 as well.
Oh yeah, and
1, 2, 3 kid.
1, 2, 3.
The first sessions, it was just like vibes.
Yeah,
it was all vibing. He's recording.
In a room smaller than this.
Tiny. Brother, tiny.
We was in the front room as well, innit? So we had to go out into the front room and listen to the beat from out the front room. And I got something. And this one going through.
That's crazy.
It's a vibes thing.
That's what it was. That's the vibes.
It's just a vibes.
We just come and vibes, and when we get the right vibes, then we might record.
That's how you knew you had the 8 core members. It was that right vibe. You'd have other people that were on there, but it was that don't really fit.
So you had to cut a couple people
straight.
Okay.
No, but
they got put into another group.
Okay.
Yeah, but they cut themselves.
Yeah.
No, don't you remember that? I don't remember that.
No names.
You remember? Yeah, you don't say names because that's all name that I was gonna say.
There were other groups under the Dynasty banner, but
and you know them.
Fast Forward label. Charlie had the label, so
he had the label already, innit?
He had the label.
Yeah, he had the label already. So it wasn't 57 Dynasty then.
Yeah,
it was Fast Forward.
It was Fast Forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fast Forward.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying when he done his first tune, when Paradise done his first tune, it was Fast Forward. It wasn't 57
And there was
Dynasty.
no 57 at that point.
You know what I'm saying? There was no 57 then.
And what was that track called?
I don't remember.
You done that too. You done that too.
M-O-N-E-Y.
Slice of the pie, M-O-N-E-Y, dollars and cents, pounds, shillings, and pence. I was trying it. I used to write. When I started writing, it was everything about females and money. That's what I mean. Paradise. I'm just.
But what you're saying, you said you wanted a crew.
Hey, ladies. Yes. You just cut me, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
QJ vibe.
Yes. Everything. But that's it. I wanted to
smoke to the came with the smoke.
Listen, me and Charlie used to drive around. Yeah, excuse me. Thank you. Charlie driving around.
That's at the chauffeur. Yeah, because you always see guys by the passenger seat.
Exactly. I'm on the passenger side, and I'm listening to the radio, and I'm hearing everything out here in New York. I'm hearing all this American music, and I'm thinking, hold on, I can actually see there's a scene here. There's spitters everywhere. Where's no music on the radio?
Yeah.
So I'm turning to Charlie like, what? There's no rappers? And he's like, yeah, a couple years ago, the London Posse, when I do my research, I'm like, okay, they sound like British type of American group that already existed. But what about the people I'm seeing now? I'm in Bricky. I'm in Brixton. I feel it. It feels like the Bronx. It feels like Brooklyn. I'm like, yeah. So it must be.
At that time?
Yes,
Facts.
exactly.
Yes.
So I go on a hunt. I said, I'm going to find them. Everywhere I went, like he said, I went in a barbershop. Yo, who spits? Who could rap? And all of them. So they get the invite to come through. But I wanted the energy. It wasn't there. The infrastructure that we have today didn't exist then.
Of course not.
So we needed to start to build it. Hence why one of the reasons what you're saying about who else was there and who before us, part of the reasons of us being pioneers is because we just said, let's do it. There might have been loads of people spitting or staying in the house, but we said, Charlie he already had part of the infrastructure, a record label. Let's put out our own music. I can't say that everyone was on that. Let's put the music out. Let's go and put it in the record shops. Let's go up on the radio. Who's got a radio station?
And then times day was
it's
like
way harder.
And the things
Way
as well,
harder.
when you really check it as well, because obviously it's like Charlie being a white man, there was no discrimination in it. It was all us as black people coming together, you get me? And there was a thing like no one was discriminating. You get me? It was always getting love.
There should never be that though.
No,
Never.
but back in the days, there was segments.
Cool,
you get me?
but there should never be that though.
But we, the Dynasty, I think we didn't really watch that side. You know, where there was some people who was watching that side, but there were some people just ignoring that. And we, the Dynasty, we ignored that. We didn't watch that. It was just Charlie could build beats. His beats was heavy.
Hell yeah.
And we just gravitated to it.
And culturally, if we'd have known it then, we'd have put it in the PR to be like the most culturally mixed relevant.
diversity.
These Ghanaians, West
Jamaican,
Indian, American, whatever, Scottish.
That's why we had
I'd put it in the press release if I even thought
that's why
about
we
it.
had a unique
Multicultural.
sound.
Yes, that was
We
the
had
word.
that
Thank you
unique
very much.
sound.
I appreciate that.
You know, different culture mixed in, and it just gave the Dynasty.
Yes. So what was the first session like? You ain't told me.
I think the first session, it was what do we call No Way, No How, innit?
No way.
So that one.
So hold on. The reason then
Did that make your album?
No.
Okay.
That
So you
was
got a bunch of tracks that ain't out.
Yeah, of course, there's unreleased material.
Yeah.
But No Way, No How was a thing. It was all in the studio, vibes in. And we just said, whoa, you know what? Let's lay down this.
No
We laid it down. You see, when we perform that track.
Let me say.
So what, that was in the jungle?
Who's that?
Yeah,
Turned up.
yeah.
But the process,
Yeah.
but the process was kind of complicated because remember we was laying it down on 4-track then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
even that.
in the room we was just all vibing on a 4-track.
Yeah.
So that wasn't. Then we had to.
What's that? What was it?
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, what is a 4-track?
A 4-track.
What's that, man?
Yeah.
You got 4 tracks to work with. Yeah.
And
That's
it's only got
crazy.
3 tracks to work with because you have to put the stripe on one track.
one track.
You know, but right, okay. So right, you had to make a beat.
Yeah.
And there wasn't no hard drive to save no beat on. So the beat had to be
Before
on
hard
Atari.
drives.
And then you had to have your sound module. Yeah. And I had a little sampler. And so you had a daisy chain of MIDI. So the Atari, you do the program on the Atari, and it would kick off the sound on the first little Roland Korg MIDI keyboard or something. But then you'd have a sampler attached to the Korg. So if you wanted like a string sample, like is in some of them, you'd have to have. But the sample could only be like 3-4 seconds long. At that point, because we only had the S900 sampler, we didn't have the 950 yet. So you had to be mad creative to create space
that's the thing.
to make the music and get the vocals on to demo it to a point. Because studio was costing £250 a day. So
Okay, now see that's crazy.
So you had to know that you had the tune right. So then man had to rehearse their bars because we didn't want 25 takes when man go in the studio and you're watching studio time. It's like, oh, come on. You know what I'm saying? So you had to. We did the whole thing in the rehearsal room.
Actually, Milo days, isn't it?
Yeah, we did the whole thing in the rehearsal room. Get it right. Everybody know their parts.
Yeah.
Take the whole shit to the studio. String up that whole Atari madness again in the studio. Have all that.
And what year was this?
90s. That was about 97.
97.
But I've been doing that since 91,
91, 92.
Because Charlie was doing this thing way before.
What was that? What's that studio in East?
Milo.
Yeah.
Milo.
No, the first one in Hackney.
Come on now.
Dawson, I think.
No,
Dawson.
no.
Curtis. Remember Curtis?
That was on top of the McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
Kentucky. I'm telling you, man. East London, man.
Order.
Bethnal Green.
Yeah.
Bethnal Green.
Order,
That's the
bring it
first
back
one.
to
Yeah, you used to go Bethnal Green to
Bethnal
record.
Green to do our first things. That's what we used to do.
Everywhere.
Okay, so now you've done your first session, you got your tracks and that, yeah. So whose idea was it to say, yeah, let's package this up and sell it to the public?
Obviously,
Charlie.
Charlie.
We knew that. We knew we had to do that before.
Yeah.
Charlie was doing it from sound system.
Was that the intention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was working. So what happened was, them guys from Coxon,
Yeah.
we all moved after. You remember in '93 they put the criminal justice bill through, and it locked down events. The sound system.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known. I'm a young buck in '93.
Yeah, I was 3 years old.
The sound system got
Shout
messed
out
up
to my daughter,
them times. You
born
couldn't
in 93.
easily have dances. There's a lot of guns going off and whatnot.
Yeah.
The police shut. We just didn't give you the license.
Yeah.
So that last dance that we had in Milton Keynes had 8,000 people in it,
Yeah.
and it was all kind of
That's a Coxon dance, yeah?
that was wasn't strictly a Coxon dance, but it was them Bikey from Coxon, so Blacker, Bikey, Jesus, were all like frontline Coxon.
Shout out.
Okay.
Bikey went out, did this world promotions. I went with Bikey, a couple other man come. But I kind of took care of making the music side, but obviously also involved in the promotions.
Yeah.
He did the World Sound Clash, 2 World Sound Clashes. Bodyguard won the first one. Saxon got the second one. Man came from New York, all over, all World Sound Clash.
Yeah.
That got locked down in '93 because of that bill came in.
Yeah.
And it squashed all the events. So that hit the reggae industry hard in the UK.
Yeah.
A lot
So
like now.
what was like, yeah, I mean, you see where it is now. Like,
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
So, boom, that was like, right. Rave was coming up them times. Drum and bass, Frost. Jumping Jack Frost
Jungle,
was a
the
Coxon
jungle
man.
era.
Yeah. Jumping Jack Frost was a Coxon
Yeah, I
man.
can tell it come from all that.
Right.
You could just tell. Yeah, you
So
could tell.
so they were like, yeah, man, we're gonna make some of this rave, and I was like, I'm not feeling this rave, kind of, you know what I mean? I'm not feeling that kind of music. I want to keep doing, and I'm hearing the hip hop coming, and I'm still hearing the reggae, but they're like, no, you got like 10,000 kids having a party in a field in Kent. You need to be making records for them.
For them, yeah.
And a lot of the reggae, man, when you went to the reggae distributors with reggae records, they said, no, you need to do this kind of thing, rave music. Direct Force and then kind of independent distributors would distribute rave. So one time we was in a studio, we had Frost to come remix a tune called Underground Roots, and he bought this beat. And he said, this is what man's listening to. And he put it on. And it was
Yeah, that's...
this is a new kind of thing now.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of drum and bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they went left, and they had the biggest, I mean, we all worked on this record together, but eventually they had the biggest playing video on the box, Fire with Demolition Man. Fire, we got burn the place down, Demolition Man. They're like, man. Biggest playing
At the
drum
time.
and bass single, 1993,
I think I remember it.
94.
I think I remember it, yeah.
Anyway, so they went down, and they got a deal with Pete Waterman's label and whatnot, but I was like, nah, it's hip hop. So I went kind of did a solo thing, but I had the knowledge now, and I knew I had people at Jetstar that I could work with to get the records out. I knew people in the record shop.
Choice
So I made a choice of them.
Yeah.
So what,
Magic Berry, did you know Magic Berry as well?
That came a bit later.
Did Jetstar distribute for you?
No,
Okay.
but the Percy, we got Percy. He used to be like a one man in a van.
Yeah.
He ended up at Jetstar. But you could get your records pressed at Jetstar, so you might get a record pressed by
They
Jetstar.
wanted to distribute for us, innit?
Yeah,
they wanted to distribute. When our first album, they wanted to distribute
they
for us
would.
as
That's
well.
dope.
Yeah.
They would've done that.
Yeah, they wanted to do that still.
It was a lot of hustle, put it that way.
Yeah, no, of course,
You
it
had
was
to
a lot of
drive,
hard work.
You had to drive, go pick up you had to go get the sleeves, pick up the sleeves, go get the press done, go get the test pressing done, go to the shops, give them the test press, see the DJ put it on. You have to master it, the whole
That's a lot of work.
process.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like now today, people are not doing that.
Definitely not. They're
It was
doing it
upload
now.
from your bedroom.
Yeah,
so.
the most of in their bedroom, in their studio, and then it's upload or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people's mastering it themselves, and it's quick. It's like a microwave. It's instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that era right about now.
£1,000 on equipment now.
you really had to have the intention to want to put that record out to do it, because you had to have money constantly as well. You had to keep getting money from somebody to keep funding that.
Yeah, because it's pressing tunes. It's actually going to a pressing plant to press your tune.
So
what tunes you want?
So you all had jobs.
250, 500. You have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like how nowadays just upload things and everything was like.
So how was you funding that? You all had jobs and stuff like that, or was you on the streets?
You know what? Yeah.
Was a
in that time.
You said you was a pimp.
On the ladies.
I contributed the
them
most.
Charlie.
Charlie,
you know what I'm saying? He done the thing.
Charlie was more doing that.
But I had a situation because I already had a vision, and I knew that you needed money.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You don't need no. Them days, £500 wasn't going to get you nowhere.
No.
There's no point in getting the test pressing in your yard and then be like, I run out of money now.
Yeah.
You know, you had to be able to do the first 250. You had to be able to get them in the shops. Then you know what I mean. 250, you're only breaking even if you're lucky. So you need to, you know what I mean. I had a situation where that allowed me to be able to get the kind of money that we needed to do that.
And after that,
me as artists as well.
And then gradually.
After that was good because there was 8 of us in the crew.
Yeah.
So we done mixtapes. We done when Charlie pressed tunes.
So Dynasty's got mixtapes.
Yeah. We done mixtapes. We done mixtapes. We done tunes.
The first thing we done Camden, put the trunk
we
of the car.
Camden, opened the thing and done the thing and.
Can I just say as well?
We done the thing. You know what I'm saying? We walked around and said, "You want to buy one? You want to do this? You want to?"
In the evolution of the Dynasty,
yeah, we had to do that.
Yeah.
It's not like online.
We had to do that. So you lot definitely would have had to do that.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we was the last of that.
Right.
And then,
you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's not a lot of people done it like how we done it.
No, but it was the reggae. That's why I can't stop give props to the foundation.
No, the
reggae. It's the Jamaican music. It's the mentality of the Jamaican music industry.
Yeah.
They've been doing that. Rita Marley used to cycle with Bob's records on the back of her bike.
Okay.
Taking around the record shops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what we were doing. Yeah, we'd go Red Records in Brixton. Go Dalston, the record shop.
Yeah.
Go the market.
You
go Birmingham.
You're
go
going
Bristol.
body music in Tottenham as well. Yeah, I know the run. Yeah.
Everything was sale and return.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, I'm saying. So you just go there, you bring 10 to that shop, you bring 10 to
Dark and Cold
and then,
as well.
big up Dark and Cold because they backed us through a lot of. They backed us through a lot of things.
You was actually sponsored by Dark and Cold, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of Dark and Cold wear.
Did you have any other endorsements with them?
we had a joint venture.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So
big up Dark and Cold.
Big up Dark and Cold every time.
But do you get what I'm saying? So it's like bring it. Then the next week we go and see what they done. Yeah. Oh yeah, we sold 3. Oh, that one sold 4. Yeah. Oh, we sold. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you want to leave it for another week? Yeah, we leave it for another week. And you get what I'm saying? So it's funny that where the only clued up one at that point was Charlie.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the record business. I didn't know nothing about nothing. Yeah,
that's
so it's like, so we all built up our heads, knowing that when we went places that it was probably like we went into
country.
Yeah, but no. But I'm saying we went into the Sony building. We went into so much places. It was like my mouth was closed, my hat was down. I was like, it was Charlie talking, but Dice was always like, yeah. he had his say about, but it's giving us knowledge.
Yeah.
About the whole situation and how things work.
Yeah.
So we were sitting down just thinking like, you know what? I'm listening to this thing because I don't know what the hell is the percentage of this and this. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it started to get through because we went to so much of them and understand the situation.
You started to understand the music business.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so
in a way
there's no better than hands-on to me. But, do you get what I'm saying? To me, there's no better than hands-on than knowing that, okay, I know this already. So when someone says something to you, I know this already.
God, what is you going to say?
I say, in a way we did, but most of us was kind of concerned more on just lyrics. So we was kind of leaving Charlie to do the business side of things where we wasn't really watching that.
You was more concerned on perfecting your craft.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
no, I get.
Where obviously we should have been concerned about the business side of things, but we was more distracted. Just, going to the studio, bust a flows, and that's it.
Because there's like so many different like characters and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Was there any arguments in the early stages, like
come on,
opinions on beats, tracks, stuff like that?
Because that was a quiet one.
I can see, You just chilled.
I chilled,
Yeah.
but I listened.
That's the best thing to
And
do.
when you
have
listen,
to.
you learn.
You learn.
I think with me,
dangerous.
So I knew all the characters
Yes.
my own way.
Yes.
So I knew Thunder's lyrics and Thunder's flow and Thunder's style, and so I could tell him, no, you never did it like that. You done it like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could have said to Dice, stay on the beat. You know what I'm saying? I could say to anybody, but see the person who can do that
crutches, nigga?
better than me.
But you know what?
Crutches?
The person who can do that
But
50-50,
there was a lot
the
of arguments.
ultimate. It was the ultimate one to know everybody's
R.I.P.
words.
50-50.
50-50 knew everybody's words and everybody's
R.I.P.
flow and
R.I.P., man.
everything. He had the computer brain. And no, it clams me up every time when I'm talking about it because it's like, but I'm saying he knew everything.
True.
But coming from the music side as well, I knew my side of things of saying, you know what, you never do like that, or you never say like that, or the key what you was on, you wasn't on that key. You wasn't
had a good ear.
You was on this key. You was on that way. You get what I'm saying? So,
But you said argument. We argued about
We argued
everything from
all the
whose
time.
car you going in,
Yeah.
to what time we're leaving, to what they read.
Who was always late?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Excuse me?
All of you. That's crazy.
Everyone was
man.
always.
I wasn't.
Everyone was.
I'm starting to believe it was you, Dice.
But that was there on time waiting for everybody.
I was a hothead. I was
he was
I was a hothead.
He was the hothead.
Where
No, that's just there.
Chill.
I can't say he
Don't
was
you
there.
threw me under the bus already.
No.
I'm trying to crawl from under.
there's a few times me and Dice had arguments.
Yeah. A few.
I'll squash
A
that.
few.
Squash that.
And then Charlie as well.
Squash that too.
Yeah, that's in every
Always butting heads.
Yeah.
Always them
Yeah.
two.
Can I just say, when you're passionate,
That's what
it'll
happens.
come out with that. Because we knew we was a family. I could tell you hand on heart, this is my family. This is the first family in the UK. This is my family. We were together damn near every day for 6 years. Do you hear what I'm saying? Every day.
It's a lot of time.
A lot of time. So,
long time.
so it's not like, every now and then we meet up 2 hours. We're in the studio 4, 5, 6 hours.
I would sleep there sometimes.
Sleep, wake up, yo, what you doing? Yo, so of course it's gonna be arguments as such, but there's much love as well. There's more love than arguments.
The arguments kind of changed when you're doing it for like 4 or 5 years, and we didn't get through. Financially, we didn't get through. We never got offered a deal.
It didn't make
There was
sense.
rumors about never got offered a deal. One time,
It didn't make sense.
Tosca, big up yourself, Tosca from the label. I think he was.
That's
the
crazy.
EMI.
No, no,
Saying
no,
Dynasty
no,
never
no,
got
came
offered.
No, we did. No, we did offer a deal. We got offered.
Michael got that.
Tommy came with an offer.
To who?
To us.
Not to me.
Yeah, they did. Tommy Boy Records came to
me.
us.
You see, here we go.
Tommy Boy Records came to us, and then.
See, I never
but
knew
obviously,
about
but what it was now, because obviously Charlie had the label. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want us to sign, as just artists.
One of the
label deal, innit? So, because remember, Westwood even came to me and told me. He said, "Well, you know what? Charlie didn't want to sign the deal with Tommy." Yeah, but
Westwood's lying.
Westwood actually came to me. And he told me that.
Free smoke. Free smoke.
But anyway, now,
So that's what I'm saying. Basically, sorry, let's finish what I'm saying. The issue came because we couldn't move to the next level where we could eat. And man went, I personally went broke. Other man's.
Because you're
like,
funding everything. Of course you're gonna go broke. It's gonna kill you, bro.
Just remember, we done everything.
We got back.
Yeah.
We got back bits. But more, the record industry, more bits have to go out. Money has to be long. And then eventually you get paid off when so-called bus, whatever that. We never got to that point. And you're right to think that a lot of people probably didn't want to chat to us because they thought, they're strong, they're independent, they're doing their own thing. What's the point in
But that's the message he was kind of pumping out
That's the
anyway.
message.
all the shows. If you remember, 1997, 98, 99.
2001 was
2000 and 2000. We done every everybody came over from
Hold up a sec though. Hold up. Because we're jumping.
We
gotta slow that down.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
You've got the what's your first album? Spoken Word.
Yeah.
You've got that all done, packaged up.
Yeah. That's 99.
But just so you know, it came after the mixtape. The mixtape is a very important product.
I didn't know about the mixtape.
Yeah, we got a mixtape. Burr 6. Burr 6 mixtape.
Okay, yes, I know about it. Yes,
That was actually what proved to us that we could do it because we were selling a mixtape on the streets. £5, £5, £5.
And I was top seller. I was top seller. When it came to selling CDs, mixtapes,
But we heard it.
No one can sell CDs like me.
No, but we
That's
heard
one
it playing.
thing.
That was the thing to us. That we heard it playing. Everywhere.
Everyone was playing.
Everybody was playing in the cars, in the house. We just heard it. It was
You
like,
don't remember pirate radio?
You had Brixton.
yeah,
At that time, you had Brixton. As long as you was doing music, I would say you had Brixton.
yeah, we had it.
Because you was the only group in Brixton that I
Right,
knew
so
about
we
at the
did,
time
like,
anyway
we
as
done
well.
the show,
And you had it and you repped it well.
Recreation. At the back of recreation,
basketball.
we done it on the road.
On the road. Yeah, the
We done it on the road, at the back of the road.
shows.
It was mad.
We used to do
That's the
shows.
same time that Puff Daddy came.
I mean,
this show.
Remember,
Say Puff Daddy was
the
there.
names have been changed to protect the innocent, but one man stuck a sticker on
You remember his car?
on Puffy's car. Proper stuck it
Stuck
down.
it on his
So he
car.
can't-
Dynasty sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another
I'm telling
thing.
you.
When you talk about street promotion,
We
obviously
done
we
it.
put stickers up and down this
Everywhere.
country,
Everywhere.
You see them everywhere still.
buses,
If you remember them
everywhere.
times,
You knew
sorry,
we was
everywhere.
here.
Big up Dark Trooper because we used to know about that from school days. Obviously,
Big
we
up,
went to
big
school
up.
together, so and college, so yeah, he was always going to work with Dynasty, and I used to think, what's he going to do, man? He's rapping and all this stuff, and then when he came back with the album, and I was proud of him, man. I was thinking, rah, he's doing this, you know what I'm saying? It inspired me, man, and I used to come to the shows with you guys. I remember.
Came far. You came
Do you
to.
remember one time we went? I think it was going. When did we go on the coach? Sometime I think it might have been Stratford Rex. It was like a bus or something.
That was DMX. DMX show.
And I think I just started to rap then, and you asked me to, and then you said go and spit, and I was shook. I was shook, and I said nah.
So you
I
were
got,
scared, yeah?
I got to wait till I got to wait till I get perfect.
Yes.
And you said what did you say?
I don't remember.
I remember it, man. I remember the jewel. That stuck with me.
Yeah, I always drop jewels.
Nobody's perfect. Practice makes better.
Yeah.
That was Dice saying it.
Yeah.
Someone pop my collar.
Yeah, Dice gave me that jewel, and I would give that jewel to every young artist. So you're never gonna be perfect, but you're always gonna get better.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
And
So
I've heard
definitely.
you later, years later. What did I say? Who's that? Yeah, that's me. What do you mean that's you? That's you. Bro,
Yeah.
that's you.
You know, we definitely got better.
Come on.
Speaking of tours and
Yeah.
shows, what was your best show and best moment?
Wait.
On tour.
2000, the millennium. Was it the millennium?
That was that.
We got paid. I'm not even sure who paid us, but
Embankment.
in 2000, the year 2000,
Yeah.
We done
that was the millennium.
Countdown.
Yeah.
And we were on the some big
Embankment.
stage,
Embankment.
47,000.
100,000
Something
100,000
crazy.
people. And I was putting on the record. Remember that?
Yeah.
I told people.
Drop the needle.
I said, everybody, flash a light. Like, this is what got me, and I'm telling you the truth. This is what got me. Boomy! I said, everybody, flash your lighters. And I couldn't see the end of the lighters. The lighters were so far down the embankment.
Dope, man.
And it was like, oh my God. And I said, shine light. Put it on. I was like,
There was a lot of
it was mad.
That was nice.
It was the nicest
that was-
ever.
You know, me personally,
That was the
my
nicest.
favorite part of the show, like I think it was DMX, you know.
Yeah,
That
I
night,
love that
Stratford Rex, you get me? That place came to fucking light. It was explosive. You see, when we came on,
Yeah.
See, everybody's got their own, you know? Because I got
that was my favorite. Anyway.
I got my little favorite is little, not even a big one.
Yeah.
Subterranean.
Oh no!
When you
Subterranean,
lot
the
D12,
the launch of the
When you
album.
lot tore, they tore it.
I was there. I was
it
there.
was like,
You was there,
oh
Subterranean.
my God.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Let me talk. Let me
Still,
talk.
still,
Everybody said, oh my
Still came
God.
to see us.
Yeah.
The singer, the singer
Yeah, he came to see us.
That's crazy.
And
That
got
was
the CD.
mine.
Yeah?
Sold
Do you
the
know what I'm saying?
CD.
That's
You
dope.
lot tore it apart.
Everything
That's
on that
legendary.
night. Listen, everything on that night was just in sync. We didn't have to practice, rehearse. The place was packed, and we were the newcomers because there was lineups
Big
of
ones,
like
big
the
ones,
underground,
yeah, underground, big
UK,
ones, so, innit?
Big Up Mud Fam, and groups like that that was
Skinny
doing
Man,
it. Skinny Man, Mud Fam.
Yeah.
They were doing
Poisonous
things.
Poets as well, I think, in them times there as well, innit?
I heard the name. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mud Fam.
Subterranean. Yeah.
I thought I just said that. But everyone had their little cliques, but people didn't really know us. But that night was like the launch of our album. We would
Spoken word, yeah?
Yeah, spoken word. That you're right. That night.
That was the night.
That night.
It's sitting in my mind.
And
like,
we dropped the hip hop with the reggae. Is that what you call it?
That time was ragga, and we would say ragga, innit? Yeah. So it's ragga, innit?
What do you call it now?
Bashment.
Bashment.
We call it ragga.
Yo, we dropped the bashment on them.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was
that night was crazy.
See, that's my mind.
Yeah.
And I got that on.
And I lost my voice at DMX, so DMX was the whole carnival weekend, so we performed the carnival on the float, something else, and then we did DMX that night.
How was performing on carnival?
I lost my voice.
Wow.
We was on a bus.
Other than that, hey ladies.
So do you think
LLQJ Smooth,
spoken word got the respect that it deserved?
It got us respect, but I feel like Return to Borough 6 kind of catapulted. Second album.
Is he moving too fast for you?
Yeah.
He's trying to go to the second album.
He's moving way too fast. All of you are.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Spoken word did catapult us to the next level. But
did you do any videos of spoken word?
Yeah, we done.
Which one?
Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
Going all out for the love.
I'm in that one there.
You're in that.
Yes.
You know that Vassar Road. Normandy Road.
Normandy Road.
So tell us about the plan of the video, the whole day, how it went.
That video nearly didn't go ahead.
Can I just say, wait, before you reach there, I want people to understand that music videos in the UK that you see now was not being shot like that. Nobody was, hence why when we did it, it was a big thing. It wasn't like you had the cameras that you can go and purchase now. Back then, you actually needed an entire film crew. We had an entire film crew.
So
to
how much was the videos?
Charlie's Mortgage. Real Dynasty.
$5,000. Wow. And what year are we talking? 98.
I was 8 years old.
That's a lot of money, man.
Trust me.
At that time.
Money.
That time. For an artist for one video. On film as well. Yeah, I remember. And you had some big blue Jeep car as well. He was on the back of it.
You remember that, innit?
Yeah, I remember it.
But you know the person who was shooting the video wanted it to stop. Like he was scared. Like,
because he ain't been in the
wider area.
No, because things that happened. There's a lot of gunplay. There was a gunplay outside Normandy pub. There's big gunplay. Oh no, there was big shit happening.
Actually filming our video.
While we were shooting our video,
I was gonna lick down.
Man was gonna lick down this man.
You had to talk to the man to stop.
It was properly.
The camera crew said this. I've seen it. Plain of day. It was a gun.
It was a gun. Remember that? I saw it.
We're leaving.
That's crazy.
Make them stop. Make them stop.
I'm telling you, it was properly like.
The G man.
Them days was properly like.
No, of course, 98 South London, Brixton, crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It was that. So think about it, we got in a proper camera crew, and then they're seeing that. It was like, no. Make them stop. Like, we had the power to go up to the man with the gun and say, yo, cool down. Allow that. It was properly like, but it was good. The day was hot.
And when did you get that video played? What sort of station?
I think we got Yo Raps.
We got on Yo Raps for probably at least 8 months out of the year.
Yeah.
That's when people said, oh, snap. Not just us to recognize us, but the UK has talent.
And then Channel U.
Channel U didn't exist then. Let me say that. Channel U did not exist. They came to us when they were forming and said, is it okay for us to use your video as part of our launching? It didn't exist yet. We were pre all of this. So when I say the industry came later, there was no industry.
No, of course
every door that we knocked on, it was like we don't support British music. From radio, coming back to that, Choice FM, love to them as well. But they did not, daytime radio did not support. They used to have a thing called UK Pressure. So in the main DJ slot, he would have, 10 minutes? Yeah, to play 3 songs for the whole of the UK. Beverly Knight got one of those slots. Then it was for 2. No hip-hop, none of that. Forget that. It was only about R&B singers. So us trying to do this hit, Shola Amma is another one. Then eventually, I think Glamour Kid, and that's all right because culturally that was kind of a what do you call it? Dance? What do you call it?
Yeah, that was dancehall.
No, that's not what you said.
Oh, bashment.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But it was reggae.
I have to get my terminology right.
Yeah.
Bashment, which makes sense because the British culture, Black British culture is the West Indian culture is deep in there, so it made sense. There was no room for no hip hop, no rap. Nobody wanted to hear that, but they respected us.
What did they say?
But they were like, nah, this ain't gonna. Nah,
What did they say
go to
about
America. Go
They
to
said
America.
we
You
was
that
too-
good? Go to America.
They said we was too
Handsome.
hostile. We was too rough and too. I'm a lion. We was too this and too.
Well, we were though.
We was too hood, too rough, too.
We were. Let's keep it real.
It's like seeing an English version of Wu-Tang coming to you.
Yeah.
though.
That's
That's what we got compared to
They,
all the
look,
time.
you had your own jackets, dark and cold ones, and I think your brother was making jackets as well. The Noose or whatever. Yeah, so you had your own kind of Avrix kind of style jackets, and you was
They told
rolling
us we was
deep.
too rough, innit?
The industry, they're gonna get scared.
Yeah,
Definitely.
They were scared, and it was like scared of what?
Major labels used to do things like, if you can ask this, you can get this verified by Dark and Cold as well. They're like flyers. So back then, everything was on a flyer. People would stand outside the rave or the dance or whatever afterwards and hand out flyers.
Yeah.
We were on so many flyers that they actually made an offer to say, take them off of flyers and put our artists on that flyers to try and promote their artists. Take us off.
That's crazy.
We had dominated for maybe a good 4 years. But like Charlie said, we were at the front of the door. So if everyone was behind us, we was kicking, knocking at the door like, we're kicking us down. Everyone believed in us.
The reason why we got on a lot of shows.
Dynasty.
shows.
Until we didn't kick down the door.
Yeah, you done a lot of shows.
You have
Definitely
done a lot of shows, and
yeah.
if my information is right, you lot was nominated for a couple of awards
got a
and
couple of
attended to
Emmys.
Mobile Awards.
Yeah.
So let's speak on the,
That day was a significant day, innit? Like,
Yes, we were nominated for a Mobile Award.
Yeah. We met
Urban Music
Jay-Z
Awards we
and
won.
Dame
Yeah.
Dash, and
So let's tell it like it is. So the Mobos, we got nominated for Mobos kind of out the blue because we're not industry.
Okay.
We're not in the industry. So when people on the streets were saying, yo, Mobos, and it was kind of like legitimizing them as well, we were like, I certainly was feeling like that's not true. We didn't get nominated for nothing. No one has approached us or reached us. But the way the nominations work is the DJs are the ones that nominate artists that they feel should get it. Okay. So anyway, so we did get nominated. And at the time, so did Jay-Z. So somehow it all got on the street. It was either Jay-Z's gonna get this or you lot are gonna get it.
Yeah.
And this is the time there was EE was going on. So we were getting people to vote. Everyone was like, we're voting for you. I'm voting 10, 20, 30, 40 times. Your chip could bang on the weekend where you had free this and free that. So everyone was voting for us. So I'm feeling like, right.
What did you just say? EE?
EE.
It was 1-to-1.
1-to-1. Motorola with the tip. Yes.
The Mercury phone.
Yes.
The SIM card was a direct debit
There
card.
you go. So at the time, leading up to this, when now we're part of it, and the industry's talking about us, Mobile nominated, Jay-Z, so it's like, well, us against Jay-Z, yo, this is, yes.
It's lit.
Yes. And then the Mobile send through the tickets for the 8-man crew. They send 2 tickets. They sent 2 tickets to appear on our nomination, but for 8 men. When you contact them, they're like, yeah, if you want more tickets, you have to buy them. Or 200 a wop. We ain't got that kind of money to buy the tickets, so it's like, little kind of Charlie's going, I'm going. Them man are saying, well, what about us? We're coming too.
Yeah.
And it just so happens, where was it? At the Royal Albert?
Oh, yeah.
Bruh. Yeah. Just so happens. What happened? You tell me. How'd you get in? Yeah, no ticket. How'd you get in?
I just came through. Because obviously them times that man was more militant.
It was right on it, man. Let's just have it straight.
Yeah. We just bought you
wasn't
the door.
taking no shit.
Try to bring it up. It's free smoke, free smoke,
the
free
whole
smoke.
of Bricky was in that place.
All the bricks then.
Bro, I got my first, what was that phone? The Matrix phone. I got, not me. What am I saying here?
Because it was Dice and Charlie. I mean, Dice and Charlie was already in. Allegedly. Allegedly. Then the rest of us followed. So when I've come in there now, I've seen Dice near Jay-Z and Dame Dash interacting with them.
Yeah.
So next minute now, I've come over. I've squeezed Jay-Z on the shoulder. Yeah, what up? What you say? So Jay-Z turned around like that, looked at What's this guy doing?
Oh, what's this guy doing?
See, at this time, what joints has Jay-Z got out?
Yeah.
How big is he?
Jay-Z's still big.
Is he at his main prime at that
He
time?
was banging the Dynasty. That's what.
Yeah, the Dynasty.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he didn't come yet, innit?
He had the. No, he had it. He was using it already.
He wasn't using it. No, he wasn't. This is where the argument came.
Yeah,
This
This is the origin of it.
So
Okay.
this is how it started, yeah. Dice was talking to Jay-Z and Dame Dash. I've come over, yeah, squeeze Jay-Z on his shoulder blade. He's turned around. Next minute, Dice is saying, yeah, 57 Dynasty, rare. The man's put down the CD on the table. Check us out, rare. Then...
Hold up 1 sec, T. Well, you came over on some aggressive
Some
shit.
tuggy
Yeah.
You know that I can see it already.
But what it was now, yeah. Man didn't have no humility about me, innit?
Yeah.
I was just rowdy, innit?
Who done it? Paradise or you?
No, I remember I put the CD on the table hard,
Yeah.
but Dice was already talking
You
to
was
them.
backing him up.
Yeah. And I'm just coming up, bang the CD on the table now. So, yeah, check us out. Trust me, 57 UK, finest, where.
So as we, like I said, the whole place got rushed.
Yeah.
There was man in there that did not belong in there, that didn't have tickets, but were in there. Charlie and I got tickets, but then I started seeing everyone else. So we left our booth. We're walking around the whole place now, but if you know, like award shows, the tables on the main floor, they're paying $2,000, $3,000 rare.
Yeah.
So eventually it was like, why we walking around here? Let's go down there. That's where the industry's at. So as we walking on the floor, we split up. We put the stickers. We got the banners in this place. And then I saw Dame and Jay. I said, yeah. Pulled up right up. Boom. Yo, what's up? They just looking at me like, you know, kind of, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I told them, you know, 57 Dynasty, yeah, we do hip hop, UK, What's a dynasty? They asked me, why you call yourself Dynasty? A succession of leaders in a given field. This is something we had down packed, so when we go on radio, we know what we're saying, because we know everyone's going to ask us, why you call yourself 57 Dynasty? So that was that. I could tell you what was playing. Meth and Red was on stage. They're doing that. Dun, 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 dun. What was that song?
The Rock Wilder song.
Yes, that was what was playing at the time. So what happened was in America for this Mobo, all of the Def Jam came to the UK because they was having issues wondering why they have DMX, why they have Jay-Z, why they have what's the other one with the voice? Ja Rule. Yeah. They're doing 6 times platinum over there, but when you come here, you're doing like 500,000. They're thinking, why does the UK not pumping more? So they all came out like it was a conference. So everyone was here. It wasn't just Dame and Jay. It was Meth and Red. Everyone was here. Everyone was here. So it was like, yes.
And you approached everybody like
everybody that I saw.
But we spent more time with Jay-Z and
everybody.
So
everybody came to bully up the place, you know.
But then, obviously, so after that night now, a few months down the line, then then Jay's obviously in America now. Then we heard he's coming out with this album, Dynasty. Thinking what?
So this is after you told him about your name and what it means.
Yeah, and everything. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, this guy's using the Dynasty. So
a
now,
dynasty like no other.
Even that concept, proper
real
that
dynasty.
concept. Yeah. So they started to be on the underground, like people who knew the real Dynasty. They was like, well, how come that man then stole your name? How come that man then stole your name?
Yeah.
Then
it's on the blogs,
on the blogs,
hip hop, all of that. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it. And Dice said, nah, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna do a track. I'm gonna do a lyrics about it.
Yeah.
And the tune what you dropped. We didn't release that officially.
We didn't release it, but we started doing it live.
What was it, a diss track?
So man sent a diss track for Jigger, yeah?
That's still about.
Is it still about?
That Charlie's got in the safe.
You have to ask her, I don't know. But we did it live a couple of times. It did get recorded.
Allegedly.
It did get recorded.
Yeah, we did record that.
That beat's crazy. But we made that. Yeah, that beat's crazy as well.
Yeah, that got recorded. We did it live a couple of times. But I'm gonna tell you, it was a pivotal point for us as a crew. For me as an artist, I did the track. I did the diss track. So it was like we can either use our resources and do this track, obviously it's me, or we could stay focused because we already had our game plan long before that happened for whatever the next album's gonna be. So it was more like, I didn't want a spotlight. I didn't want a solo spotlight. And to me, it was more important, Dynasty. Let's keep going with the Dynasty. I don't want it just to be, look at cannabis. what people know Cannabis for is his battle, rather than anything else in his career. Everything's overshadowed by that battle.
Cannabis.
So it wasn't that important, but it was live at the time, and we already had the momentum. So it was like, could do that anytime. Let's keep going with this.
And Jay-Z.
Listen, I'm also going to tell you we got word back. People called me and said, nah, Dice, he's not like that. He wouldn't do that. Yeah. Nah, don't be like that. That's what they said. I was like, how would you know?
Yeah.
And eventually we ended up in the Source. We ended up in the biggest hip-hop magazine in the world at the time from America that they arranged for photographer and everything to come see us based on all of that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Based on all of that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then obviously Dame had a little altercation in France.
Dame got beat up.
Yeah.
Smashed the bottle over his head.
Yeah.
And they said it was us. They said it was us. Everyone started saying everything that happened in Europe, they said it was us.
Yeah.
I remember.
They loved us in Europe.
So you said Dame got rushed?
Yeah.
Dame got rushed.
In France.
By who? By who?
By some real Dynasty fucking heads.
Yeah.
Niggas who love Dynasty to the T. Because so as far as they're concerned is, you guys have stolen the Raw Dynasty's name. And then,
Because you lot...
Wait,
us as well, innit?
Yeah, when Westwood got shot, they said it was us.
Us as well.
Yeah.
We was getting done. Blamed for all the
I was in New York.
Everything.
Somebody said, I swear you had something to do with that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
So it's a lot to do with...
But the reason why that people was thinking it was us, because we had an argument with Westwood at that day. He was trying to get on stage.
Yeah.
He
What was that Brocco Park thing called?
Brocco Park.
What's it called?
The
Country Show.
Country Show.
Yeah.
So we did threaten him. Man was all threatening him, everything. Watch, pussy, watch.
And the same day,
And then
When he left,
get down
then that has happened.
What's that? To play your music?
to get on stage.
on the stage.
Okay.
How's Westwood gonna come Brixton, and we can't perform? Didn't make any sense. Like, we're here, we're not just spectators. Duh. Hello.
This is our place, isn't it?
Our manor, you know.
Come on now.
So we took
So
offense
as he
to that.
drove down and go down to Oval,
Kenneth,
started
Kenneth.
up, Kenneth, and he get shut up after, innit?
Yeah, that's
And they said
crazy,
it's
man.
us, innit?
Pow. Yes. So as Westwood got shot.
Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke.
So you see the spoken word album now. Did you tour that? Because you lot done shows not just in this country. You've been around Europe.
All around.
Is that what was you touring, or was it the Borough?
was fun.
The album I got here, man. This is. I can't find my spoken word, but I know I got this. I know I bought both of them.
Yes.
This is legendary. This is legendary to me, man. This is classic.
That's historic, right there.
I would say this definitely put us on the map as well. Still,
This one.
because people.
That's solidified. So what we started, and could they do it again, or who's coming up behind, or who's going to take over the lead? Bam. That was a collaboration album at that. Again, you see when we're looking around, it's not just about us, because we know one crew or one artist is not an industry. You need multiple. So we went around from country up Manchester, Birmingham, linking with other artists. There's probably about 13 guest artists on that joint. Because us saying, this is what we want to put forward for the world to move the UK forward.
Yeah, it was more
to move the whole UK forward. How many guests are on that?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. So what guests were on there?
What was who?
Your guests, like collabs.
They
had MCD. We had.
They got Estelle on it.
Estelle.
Well, obviously Estelle used to be.
What was that like?
She was always around us.
Yeah. Because that's the first.
I fell out with Estelle. Sorry, I fell out with
that's
Estelle.
That's the first time I seen Estelle was around you. I want to hear.
Basically, what happened was she went to America.
First, I want to hear what it was like working with her, because that's the first place I saw Estelle was working with you guys. So what was it like working with her, and to even think where she's gone to now with her career? What was it like? And then you can get into your personal.
He's been waiting.
No.
She break your heart.
Working with Estelle.
Sounds like it.
No. Working with Estelle, she's a good artist, but I had a problem with her projection. So I was always onto her, like, come on, you need to project your voice more powerful, innit?
She used to
Where
rap,
she was.
That's when she was
Yeah, she's
rapping.
rapping.
Yeah, but she
not singing.
But it wasn't. She had a problem. Me personally, I was like, the projection was always where she could have just uplift her voice more. So I would say, come on, man, just project your voice.
And that was your problem?
No, that wasn't my problem.
Are you sure?
That's what I was thinking.
The only problem.
Estelle started when I saw her at Subterranean.
Yeah.
And this little girl get up and start rapping, and what Thunder was saying. I didn't really like her rap style, but I liked the way she wasn't clear when she was spitting.
Yeah.
Love to Estelle all day long. By the way, you know?
Come on, big up.
But when she was spitting, she had a little musicality in the way she was spitting, which wasn't very so British. Because a lot of the British rappers, especially the female ones, like this, she wasn't like that. She was smoother and she had a bit more swag. So I remember, and it was an open mic thing, like a talent contest. So I said, yo, you need to come through and maybe do something with us and whatever. When she came down, she rapped like 2 or 3 tracks. I was like, yeah, okay, nothing really. And then she saw the guitar there. She said, oh, you play? I said, yeah. I started banging out a couple of chords. She started singing. I was like, now, this is a different thing.
It sounds romantic.
So, yeah, this is a different thing now. So,
Always on the ladies.
she had a soft spot for Carl, for 50. So she jumped on that track with 50. She came up with a chorus. We kind of were looking to do something more long term with her, but at that point she was young.
She done the track with me though.
She had
Break Free.
Yeah, so get into it, bro.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Moving too fast.
As a young artist,
I thought he was missing the.
as a young artist, anyway, she had a radar.
Easy tiger.
She had a radar out. So she was looking for other people to work with. She was working with other people while she was working with us. Anyway, there was never any. I never had a conversation with her about her being part of Dynasty. She was still. Then we had Thunder's track, Break Free, hard track. One night I was playing some organ on the keyboard. I was like, oh, this sounds nice. Remixed the track. Estelle just jumped on the chorus. She said, yeah, I got something for that. And that was on the second album. And then after that, I think she was working with Scheme and Big P.
She got signed.
And before that, she was working with other people, and boom, then she got signed.
She went off and done well with her career and stuff. Yeah, big up Estelle, man. Big up Estelle. But yeah, that's definitely the first place I did see Estelle with the Dynasty.
And then obviously with me now.
I think he could
when
not
she
wait.
got signed,
Tell the story.
He was waiting. Hold on, what's going on?
Man's at the studio. Estelle phones the phone, innit? It was at studio.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
No,
she phoned me. She phoned.
Why is Thunder in Paradise been so horrible?
Yeah,
he was into She said it to me as well.
Yeah.
She never said to me as well.
She called my name.
These two were bullying her up.
Basically. Bullying her.
Why?
So
I don't know why, bro.
I didn't really used to
What
bully.
guys bully girls, man?
I don't know.
That's where they do that. That's mad.
Was I
Where they do
involved?
that?
No, it wasn't. Well, it was more of a thing where. No, tell you what. It was more of a thing where Estelle was doing interviews, yeah, and then asking her who like what rap group have you worked with. She would never mention us. So I took it as a disrespect, like you're coming amongst us, we're all vibing with you, and you have one even interview and you can't mention 57 Dynasty. So I took offense to that. So obviously when she's rang the studio that day now, I've confronted her and I've said, look, Estelle, come on, man, look how you know us, you've been jamming with us, and you're not even showing us no love. Girl, switch. What the fuck you mean? I don't have to mention nothing if I don't want to mention nothing.
What? I mean, who was it? Who was it in Mobiles? Was it me and you?
In Mobiles, where she came to you. Yes.
So, she said, oh,
So she walked right past you.
It was probably like
She remembers that phone call.
She remembers that phone call.
Probably funny.
To me, I
at
just
the time,
took
but it was
offense.
like,
You get me? Come
Because-
on, pay homage, innit? We're the ones who.
like I said, I was the quiet one, innit?
All
So I
of a
was
sudden,
not saying
you're not
that.
showing us no respect.
But why would you get mad at that?
Because it's like you're I felt like you're coming around us and you're not paying homage, and I kind of took
you
offense.
should
to
bigging up other people.
Yeah, she's bigging up everyone.
Yeah.
Black Twang, Mix Maneuver.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
understand
mention
that.
all,
Different.
but she wouldn't mention us.
felt left
and
out.
I heard bare
Did
different
you feel
interviews.
left out?
100% felt left out.
Didn't understand
Yeah, and then
because we bring her into the thing. We bring her into the thing.
brought her in.
We used to pick her up from Stratford. Where she used to live?
I don't even.
West.
Fuck, yeah.
West.
Oh, we picked her up though. Because I picked her up one time with her sister.
Oh, I know.
Don't know
Yeah.
what you
Yeah,
did.
see? No.
Disrespected.
Yes, I did.
Charlie, yeah, that.
I did. But it was like, it's like from them times, it was properly like, I understand what you were saying. Because it's like, hold on, we actually brought you onto the team. Does that make sense? So it's like, we bring you onto the team and you don't actually want to give us a little shout out to say, you know what, coming from Dynasty or something, just a little something.
It's almost as if like people who is managing her behind the scenes was telling her.
Don't big up Dynasty.
So I just dropped something in just for a second there. There was a feeling because we would call people out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we were known for that. We were known for being. It was irritating to have us around because we'd pull certain people's card at times and say, "No, that's not real."
So on your radio show,
and therefore we had a lot. Of people who wouldn't directly hate on us, but obviously behind, British.
Do you think that?
Would you say that you lot was kind of blacklisted in a way?
Yes.
Or blackballed?
That affected your career.
We was blacklisted. You remember the time?
Did you like offend people? Like, would you phone people, be rude?
We would wait outside radio stations for people.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Do you remember
DJs and stuff?
Yeah, you better play our songs.
Remember Borough?
So did you feel like the UK DJ supported you, though?
Choice FM.
When they didn't support us, that's when we run up on you. We'd actually run up on you.
Yeah, but did a bunch of DJs support you?
They did eventually, but there was time where they wasn't trying to support us, and then man would run up on them.
Yeah, it's not. I couldn't say it was a bully. It's not bullying.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Shit, I thought we was gonna call no names, bro. I thought we were gonna call no names.
I don't understand.
Free smoke.
I'm just saying though.
Talk with
That's
your
where we
chest.
come from. If we chatting the thing, we're chatting the thing. Don't give a fuck. Oh, sorry.
Oh damn.
Oh, you can swear free smoke.
Free smoke.
All right. What happened when you picked up Estelle and her sister?
No, we didn't.
What happened?
We said free smoke. We didn't say nothing about all of these dramas, these dilemmas. What you doing?
That's personal.
You go crazy, man.
Estelle was always cool with Shineye.
No, always.
You know?
Lena's always cool.
Always
like,
been on
if
the
I hear her up now, I know if I say it's me, it's this, that.
Yeah.
But I'm
For the
saying
record, I didn't even know I had beef with Estelle. I didn't know I had beef. Darling, if you're sorry, hey, Estelle, if you're listening into this, I just want to, I want to cross a bridge.
The way I see it,
I just want to cross a bridge.
Sorry.
This guy's
The way
bugging.
I see it is we was really trying to do shit ourselves, from day one. It wasn't about being but everyone's talking about independent now. A lot of people ain't independent. They think they're independent because they're getting money from upstairs. We was trying to stay in Brixton. We was trying to build something. We was trying to do something that we could look down on after a few years and say, yeah, that, you know what I mean? And so consequently, because most people weren't like that, most people want to go get the deal. They wanted to front like they're nice or whatever. So we would turn up and we'd kind of be like, just that conscience maybe, or just that irritating thing in your mind to remind, oh shit, Dynasty. And I was pulled up in West End by people. Hey, why you lot carry on a certain way? Why can't you just rail? Why can't you just quite often.
Oh yeah.
We are. You know what I mean? But consequently, we didn't get no love from the record labels. It was hard to build because the UK is small. It's the same as States where you can build something in your and UK is small and they control the industry. So
No, of course.
And then remember Semtex as well. Dynasty. Remember?
So there's a lot of small politics.
What's the beef with Semtex?
I think it was just a case like I said,
Yeah, I remember
we're the
that
ones,
day.
we put up stickers everywhere,
Yeah.
we promote, and we went West End, and we put up stickers, and as we come back, someone's put stickers over our stickers. This is Street Team has put a Street Team. I can't remember who they was working for, but Semtex was in charge of the Street Team.
Yeah.
The Street Team has decided that they want to cover up our shit instead of just.
So what are you telling me?
Yeah.
The industry street team is covering up the real street team.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
That's what it is, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
So
then
they were taking the piss.
eventually there was arguments and words over who's sticking up stickers over whose stickers or whose stickers. What? What? Do it again.
And that was the thing.
Yeah.
Because we come from the place where we come from. When man say, all right, do it again. Oh, you're fretting. It's like, no, we're just saying, like, do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but
Street etiquette we brought into the industry.
There you
Street
go.
etiquette.
Man, them times that man was fully loaded, innit? So man didn't
Not
watch that.
me, except for the ladies.
Yeah, was fully loaded. So it wasn't made.
Yeah, man. Them times man was on the road, innit? So it's just road thing.
Yeah, we were definitely a problem for the industry, but looking back, I mean, some of the slack that we got or the way people looked and responded to us, it was rightfully so. 8 for Bricky, acting like, we don't really care to hear what you have to say. We're not trying to negotiate. We're just doing this our way. And we're passionate. I can see, looking back, loads of people over the years since we've stopped recording. I've met loads of people that I get along with, and they would say like, "Oh wow, you're not the asshole that I heard you were." What?
Yeah, no, I get that too.
You're not the asshole.
They say that straight away when they meet me. Like they I don't know what they hear or think, but
And
they
they'll
say
hear
it all
this.
the time.
They'll hear this is pillow talk too. They would have heard this from such a guy and such a guy and such a guy that's trying to hate on us or whatever for whatever reason. But it is, you know what it is.
And they should really look at that
push us
guy.
out, or they never like my flow, or we never get into the dynasty because of this, or
I have people telling lies saying that they went to school with me. I'm faking an American accent. Nah, he went to my secondary school. Telling what? Just to discredit us because there's nothing else you can discredit us for.
Yeah.
We done it. I mean, and we have offended a lot of people.
So you do the spoken word album, that you done that. What made you want to go in on the Borough 6 one?
I think it was more to do with, we felt like it was time now to show diversity more. So we kind of brought in other UK artists and we tried to it was like a way of helping other artists as well. Because Dynasty, we wasn't selfish. We wanted everyone to shine.
So you done well with the first album.
Yeah.
Now you wanted other artists to shine.
Yeah. We wasn't just looking at ourselves.
Borough 6, wasn't that you? Yeah, that was you.
So it was more
And to think that everyone's using that sort of terminology now, even
Borough
like
6.
Drake.
I know.
6 and
Yeah,
all
but that
this
was
stuff.
Dice's
But
thing from.
you lot, so it's evident, man.
It's dead right there.
Look,
Borough
you
6.
can't take away the history. It's right here.
Yeah.
And you lot's been doing that.
Yeah.
So visionaries,
Yeah.
real visionaries,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
It was DIY ethic.
So why didn't we hear no more music, man?
You know what?
From the Dynasty, why did you split up?
Everybody give their own. Everybody's gonna give their own take of what they think.
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Very interesting. Let's go.
Who's first?
He's on the side there, so it has to be Thunder, has to be first, innit?
Man took a drink.
Ooh, I don't know. You see, with me now, I don't know. I feel like,
into the mic, please.
me personally, I don't know. I feel like we was all getting frustrated that we're not seeing no money. So as the frustration built up, it's like man's getting a bit confrontational now, innit? So there would be times I would confront Charlie, innit? Charlie knows that, you get me? I would tell him, how come we ain't see no money? Like, what's fucking going on, man? The fuck, man? You must be fucking robbing us. And then next minute now, the rest of the group maybe say, oh, come on, Thunder, man. And then I would say, nah, man, look how long we've been doing this. Man ain't seen no fucking money. What the fuck? And then it would be a thing where I was just convinced, innit, that Charlie was pocketing the money and we're not seeing none. So
didn't you ever like it occurred to you that Charlie's funded this whole thing and he has to recoup back some money?
Yeah, of course. But then it came to a period where it's going on now. You must have recouped now, innit? Come on. What, you spent 20 grand on spoken word? Yeah.
Is that how much that album cost?
I think, what?
It might have even been more than that in those times man.
I think it was
expensive.
Was it 20 grand?
More than
Yeah. Well, so then I said, well, you know what? We've recouped that money now. How come we're still not seeing none? So then I'm becoming more frustrated, innit? So then when Charlie said, I feel like it's time for another album, I wasn't down with it. Because as far as I'm concerned, you know what? You're robbing us. So if you're robbing us, what the fuck are we gonna put our time and effort into it when you're actually robbing us? You know, we ain't seen no money. Man's getting frustrated. Man's on the road, but the road thing ain't really working out. I want to see money in the music because man's putting his time, his energy, his effort. and man ain't seeing no money. And then when we are seeing any money, it's little peanuts.
So wasn't you getting money for them shows? Where have you been? Like Finland?
we was getting money from shows, but you had to split money between 8 men.
Yeah, cool.
That's understandable.
You remember that time we got paid? Everyone ended up with like £8.
Let's split the money he gave me.
What?
Yeah.
Did you say £8?
£8.
The number after
Bro,
7.
so it was a big show as well. We got paid, but to go there, where was it? Manchester or Birmingham?
I think Manchester.
But we rented what we rent?
Space wagon.
One of those. No, it was
Yeah.
Chrysler.
So money had to pay for that and that. So when it came down to pay, man was
what it is now.
It was a big show. It was a big venue as well. It was like, that was funny.
I think me, on an honest opinion, I feel like with me, I just felt like it's going on a bit too long, innit? Like, how come we're not seeing no money? And I feel like the frustration just kicked in, and I just had enough now.
So was you selling units of records?
Man was
CDs?
selling, because I was taking into consideration that.
How much did
You see on the street spoken word?
How much did spoken word sell?
Me personally, I'm telling you, I was selling spoken word album, I would go out with a box of 25, and I would literally Charlie could give me a box a day. Within an hour, 2 hours, I'm phoning up Charlie. Yeah, you know what I've done in the box. You know, can you send me another one?
Hustler.
Proper on the road, shot in this thing. You get me hard. So I feel like that's what contributed me saying, hold on a minute, man's all selling it on the road. How come we're not seeing no money? So I always felt hard done by. The rest of the group didn't feel like that, but me personally, I was kind of taking it to heart.
Yes, not at all.
I was really taking it to heart.
And Thunder's a big brother to 2 other members of the crew. So as a big brother as well, he's influential to his 2 little brothers.
If he's got
so if he's
the other 2,
come, let's go.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
they're gonna go.
What's your take?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Why did you stop?
Why did it
I never stopped 57 Dynasty right here. That's me all day long. I don't care if nobody else will rock with me. This is me all day. I ain't never stopped. I got
100.
the tats, all that. All that.
Yeah.
All that. If they don't want to rock with me, that's their problem. How about that?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so I go before you?
Yeah, go on.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Me? I done it for the love.
Yeah.
Love of music.
Yeah.
Always. I've just been loving music. So I didn't really think about money. If something came to me, oh shit, yeah. I put it in my pocket. But I never ever done it for money. If money came, I'll take my fair share. And I heard what everybody said. I heard what Thunder said. I heard what everything. Ow. So I'll hear Thunder's side of things, and then I hear Charlie's parts side of things. But I never ever done it for money. So music, firstly, if you're in music, if you do it for money first, allow it. That's to me.
No, of course.
If someone's looking at, they want money first. Oh, I'm doing this for money. It's for love. You love the music. You do it in your room, you do it in your bedroom, you do it in whatever you do it. It's just love. So that's what I done it for. So when I didn't even care about that. Because just remember, man's got other things doing out of road as well, no? Not saying that we was out of road doing rare, but man had to survive doing their thing, innit? So it's like, we're doing our thing. So I wasn't thinking of money. I was just thinking of, I'm going Charlie's, 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. Look at my watch. 7 o'clock. 57. That's the door number, you know? So we're going 57. So we go and do our thing. Then we're all down there, we burn our weed, and we have a thing. Not nice. We burn our weed and we have our thing and rare. And we had our thing. Everybody's writing, everybody's building a rhythm or whatever we're doing. Love. It's all love. That's where I saw it. So through the years and what we done and where we're at, I wasn't looking at it as, where's the money? Because we done shows. We got money. Sometimes we £50. Sometimes we got £100. Sometimes we got £8, as we said. But
to you, it's for doing something that you
love.
Have a passion for. Yeah,
that's my passion.
Yeah.
So I don't care what I get. So I get £8 that can buy me a food in the yard food shop.
I was saying,
you get what I'm saying?
passion, innit? I don't give a fuck about the fashion. I want to see paper.
That's what he was doing.
What's up with this hyena?
That was all I was concerned. Man on the road, man ain't really making money too tough. Man's
sounded like you were in it for the passion. You just in it for the money.
He actually, that's exactly the words that he would say. That's exactly the same words.
Okay. Charlie Parker, let's say about Charlie Parker. There you go.
I will tell mine after.
There you go.
All right, cool. So at the time of this, around that second, be for real. No, I was joking. I am Dynasty though. But now for real. The second album, as you see, there was more guest artists, and this was me because from the beginning I'm at the forefront of this, like the main artist, and then I'm bringing through everyone. But I wanted to fall back, and I knew, especially the youngers, that everything was there now. They were prepared. They were ready.
Well, let me stop you there, big bro, man. Like out of the group, you're the most outspoken, innit?
So,
yeah, he was.
I would say that comes from growing up in America. The boisterous, the out there, the confidence.
Let's get on the street. I mean, let's get to the streets.
You know how we are. We're reserved in England, but you.
But Millie, I was still very outspoken.
No, you're like that. So you used to be. Look,
very outspoken.
When I was on the bus or something, going to his house or going on bricks or going anywhere, you will see this guy, and this guy will be busting lyrics, bro, singing it loud to the world, bro. And I swear this is before the Dynasty. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you remember me.
We still got Charlie's one, but that's the next point I'm gonna get with you. Being Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Where did you get the ragga influence from?
Well, you know what?
We're gonna. Man, I think you're Beanie Man or something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're a real man, Bingy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you.
Hold on. I'm not finished yet.
Let me say, let's come back to it.
That's a good question. I like that question.
So
where we at?
The youths they've transitioned now. Maybe it's 2-3 years we've all been together, and it's time for that spotlight. I don't need that. I don't want it, and I don't need that spotlight. It needs to be the whole crew, and it's their time. So in that album, there's more them solos, and that's why that 50's got 2 solos on there. I'm falling back like, the crew is going to answer this. And like you said, me being from New York, I've come up, I'm from the Bronx. I seen it all. I seen when I can tell you where Fat Joe was running up just talking, jump out the car, and yo, you know who I am? No.
You're my cold trip here, because I've always said that. So then now it's because we got internet and shit, so people can see shit and blah blah. But you was updated by tenfolds. Yeah. Even to the street life. Like, because you're just saying it, boom, 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 boom. Like, it's like, so when you come here, it's slower. We're not moving we're not moving at your pace.
Then I used to say that, like,
I know that.
I know that. We're more laid back.
You don't need to tell me.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
This is Brixton. We need to say this is we need to put Brixton on the map. Not me on the map, not Dynasty. We need to put Brixton on the map.
Why my big bro Thunders walking up the hill singing? You know what I'm saying? You had the hustler mentality.
Because I seen it. I can tell. I seen Fat Joe walk up to me and ask me, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "No." Yo, you gonna see me? Yo, look out for me. Yo, look out. That kind of like when you're proud of what you're doing. Why not? So that's why I'm like, let's hit the streets. We don't have the radio. There was no internet. We don't have that. The only thing we have is this face to face. Have we not performed outside Mickey D's? Yeah, come on. We're trying to sell CDs or whatever. Someone's like, I don't know you. I never heard you. All right, boom, beat, boom, that was bam.
That was where KFC is.
Yeah.
It was on the other side, right?
Swapped over.
It was not
Red Records.
Red Records.
So both. Sorry, let me fast forward.
Let's get back to
your point. And then remember, Charlie
so
as well.
I'm falling back. The album is being made. I'm not even involved that much. I'm coming in, I'm hearing songs, and I'm like, this is good. For me, and then I was working with other people. So I was getting money in the music industry now. I'm doing features and all of that. So I'm comfy.
How much was you charging them?
I was getting, you had
that American hustle mentality, so you was ripping.
I was on Garage Tunes. So me and Wiley was on the same original label as it goes. He might have been the second artist on that label that I was doing something called 2-Step Flavors, Garage Flows. I was just rapping.
Sorry to cut you guys there. I was on Erykah Badu featuring Thuda Storm and Looney D as well. Yeah, so
crazy. That's big.
That's very big.
Yeah. So we was doing those sort of things. So when it came back to this project, I was more laid back, let everything happen. When the money thing, I mean, we all wanted money. It was coming. I believe it was coming. Thunder had the main oppositional issue with it. And one time we actually had a meeting in Nando's. And I believe Charlie, he'll tell you more. Charlie was saying that he's just come back from New York. So Charlie's flying out to America with the music. Because obviously I can't go either. Yeah. But Charlie's coming back and forth. Juvenile records are being heard. Little Monster. Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne then. Same kind of age as Little Monster. Yeah. So people are hearing like, wow, you guys do that over there too? Everything's happening. I remember in Nando's like it was yesterday. Charlie said we got an opportunity to perform with 50. This is where 50 is just 50. 50 is just 50. Signed to Eminem. We can perform with them. That's the doors open. What's this guy say? This guy to my left being Thunder. Nah. Is it? How much is 50? He says, how much 50 Cent getting? Man say, I don't know. Maybe he's getting 50 grand, 100 grand. I want 20. Big what? What? Is that
Let me go to Charlie. Charlie, so being like, you put a lot.
I can't even talk all that.
You put a lot of time and effort into it. When the group broke up, it must have. There's no interest to do it no more. How did that feel?
Didn't even go like that. First of all, obviously all of the frustrations were coming in. Every man had frustration. We had frustration before that because we was always running behind. You know how it is. You put up 200, you get 50 back. So next time you have to find another 150. But so that was the case from day one. So we were flossing a certain way and we were talking a certain way, but that wasn't the reality. And everyone was lying about their record sales. Mom said they was selling 50,000. Nobody wasn't doing that. Skinny Man might ship 50,000 copies of his album, but they never, you get 20. If you all you have to do is walk into a distributor and you see how many albums come back 3 months after the release. So there was a lack of kind of full understanding amongst, across the whole group, but across the whole scene there was as well. So people wanted to hear the gas. They wanted to hear that, right, yeah, man's really doing this and that. And the reality is never quite the same as that. But having said that, like Di said, I'm a musician, so I just carry on. I know there was never a point where I said, right, I'm not doing this anymore.
You just carried on doing what you was doing.
There was a show that I didn't go to because I said there was. I will talk. There was a review that came out in one of the magazines for some show that man did at Mass, I think. And it said 57th Dynasty sounded like a barrel of MCs getting kicked down the stairs.
What did it mean by that?
That meant that we sounded disorganized and
that's
kind
fucked
of
up, man.
ragged and
that's
someone reading this
in an article, yeah?
Yeah, it said this. It said we sounded shit. And you're reading that in a magazine, it's like, rah. And I said to man, we're going to do this. We need to start rehearsing because obviously after you've been going to studio, we all started studio 3 times a week, 4 times a week, rehearsal and whatever. Over the years, that kind of, man got more, obviously better at doing things quicker, but the discipline kind of goes out of the, plus you get the frustration, oh, man ain't getting no money, what's going on, the suspicion, the influence on other members and whatnot. So it gets to a point where, all right, we either need to pull back together and every man needs to come and throw something in the middle and boom, or not. And it was like not.
It was the not.
Yeah, it was the not.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking, man.
I did go New York after that though. Me and Dice, I went New York and this lady got
with Ramus, isn't it?
No, I was supposed to take your brother. Yeah, but for some reason he didn't come.
I wonder why.
Probably don't talk that. Probably don't talk that. Somebody told him don't go. So I was going to take this youth to New York, where I got up in front of all kind of relevant rappers at the time and relevant record labels. But I was there on my own. So in the end, I was in the studio with Commissioner Gordon, who did Lauryn Hill's shit, and Wyclef and all kind of people, but I was there on my own. So they were like, word, but they didn't see Dynasty for what it was because they just saw me. You know what I mean? So I came back and then me and Dice did a little thing with Grandmaster Kaz in Europe.
And then KRS One came in.
But I was, and then later me and Dice carried on doing stuff.
Never stop.
And then I ended up, I mostly do that jail shit now.
Okay, what you go into prison stuff and mentor?
Yeah, and work with them on the album.
That's dope.
So I've seen
that's
all of
good.
them. I've seen Dig That, Low Scale. I've seen all of them in.
That's dope.
Okay. No, that's big. That's big, man. That's big works, man. So, the yard accent, where does that come from?
Hold on.
Yeah.
So like, obviously, me being like raised in Brixton and that,
Yeah.
I was always around Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I used to always hang around with Archer, Duffers, and Fudge.
28s.
Yeah. 28s. We got all the 28s. So it started all in Archer's yard. It was all in, and I was always watching them lot, and I was thinking, nah, you know what? I know I can do that. So I started practicing with them, and little by little, I started kind of like gravitating to it, you know. And then everyone was saying, well, you know what? You're kind of good, you know. But it was the amount of time and effort and practice. Yeah, I wasn't Jamaican, but I was always around Jamaican, so it was easy to pick up the lingo. And then I can't remember. I think my first track was Me Are The Lover. Yes, me are the lover. Forget about the children, the girls are my Shabba.
You was on your BD man vibe.
You couldn't wait to Caperton. You couldn't wait to go Caperton on them.
And then but with the Caperton thing, is I was always feeling Caperton in it. So I always wanted to sound like him.
Okay.
And little by little, it just came naturally, you get me? On that great day, wicked man, you're off your pay. Telling there's no escape. On Judgment Day, fire right up all like rain. All belong, my silly.
That's nuts. I got a couple more questions anyway, and then we're gonna wrap up anyway. So, to the producers, who do you think was the best artist out of the rappers in the Dynasty?
Oh.
We can go for best lyricist, and the one who's got best voice projection.
For me, when Monster was this tune on that second album.
I know what one you're on about. Big. It's like a Nas kind of thing.
Tony in his voice still puts hairs on the back of my neck. You know what I mean?
No, that's big. That's big. Monster was cold from early.
Yeah.
What about you?
To me, 50.
R.I.P.
50.
50 and Trooper.
And Trooper.
Trooper
We got
had this
Dark
thing.
Trooper, man. Shiver my timbers.
That's the one. That's the one. Right? You said it. I was
Do
just
you know
about
what?
to say that.
Yesterday I was joking with him on the phone and I bust it to him and I said, yeah, man, what you doing
You
with
know
them
what?
lyrics there, man? You couldn't last in these times. And
That's
he
what I
goes
was
to
about
me,
to say.
if he was about now, he'd be the man, but you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he's doing now. Big up
And-
my brother, man.
Come on, big up.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But then 50, his flow was impeccable. Like, his flow was like,
50 kept getting better.
Yeah.
So 50 had studied the game.
He just went on and on and on and
Have
on.
to.
So when he rapped something new, it was like, oh shit. And Dice used to say, I don't even.
That's what
Nice. That's all these words. Dice words was.
Dice really didn't have no problem with
No.
50 in terms of lyrics.
But I'm talking about when Dice heard 50, new stuff.
Yeah.
Dice used to say, that's nice.
Yeah, you can't put him in the
Straight.
equation. He the South Bronx, man. So he come from where hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? So he's
so
not
he
even in
knew.
the equation.
That's what I'm saying.
He knows.
Knew
Yeah, of course he knows.
what he's hearing, innit?
Yeah, of course he does.
So he used to say to 50, that's nice.
Yeah.
50 was the one for me. And the difference was Trooper because he used to come out with some different thing.
Yeah.
But the flow
Deep.
was 50.
Yeah.
And the difference, the flows was 50 and Trooper was
The lyrics, the
different,
content.
like
Yeah.
come from a different place. And
Big up
so
both
that's
of them,
mine
man.
too.
Yeah, all right.
You get what I'm saying?
What about you, quickly, Paradise?
Trooper was my MC.
Trooper was your one, yeah?
Trooper, he used to come with things and I would just be like, I wonder what's going on in his brain.
Yeah, you're going to give that guy a big head if he ever
Nah,
sees this,
I
man.
tell him all the time. He was the guy for me, like, oh my dick.
Trooper ain't shit, man.
Let me just say.
That's
You
my
gotta say
bro.
that.
Let me just say, you see
I'm
how
playing.
the dynasty, a succession of leaders
Yeah.
in a given field. When I came with that, it was always looking at the youths continuing and then doing what people do now, finding that next guy, and we would always be around. It would always be around a succession of leaders. They were next. Trooper was there.
Juvenile Records.
Now, do you know what? Let me tell you something. If he wouldn't have stopped because of religious purposes, we would definitely would have grabbed him in the estimate because he used to help us in the beginning. Remember, he used to come up and we had little. No, not writing and stuff, but like
vibes
and he would jump on and do, you know, like with little sessions and stuff like that. But yeah, man, dope, man.
Definitely.
Been doing that from early, man. What about you, Thunder?
You know what? Yeah, I would have to say me.
I knew you was gonna say that.
The reason why
I knew he was gonna say that.
The reason why I have to say me, because everyone knew.
I see you show down a couple shows though.
Listen, when I come with the energy. So if you was all about energy, you would always gravitate towards me, no matter what. You get me? Because where them lot, they would vibe.
Who's them?
You lot, the rest of the dynasty. You lot, So
I didn't have energy. Me.
No, you had energy, but your energy compared to mine, in terms of mine was an elect.
I can see you argued a lot still.
Okay, sorry, let me jump back on. I remember when you choked at Temple, bro.
You say you're choking.
Wait. If you're talking about stage show, he got everybody going.
No, of course he did. I see it.
You get what I'm saying? So stage show, Thunder was the man to get everybody going. Because he would rough up everybody. I seen him in Subterranean, he put everybody like and everybody got going.
But then Paradise had a thing where he would take them back. Like, what'd you expect from a nigga like me? Yeah, you would shut down the place with that.
I was raised and breastfed on the tits of poverty.
Yeah, you would shut down the place with that shit. I remember, man. I remember. So, do you remember when you lot brought us out to that show?
Oh.
No, man, it was King's Cross.
Scarla.
Yeah, that was a joke thing. We wasn't ready. We was shook. I was shook. Every man was shook then, you know. And we wasn't even doing like the UK rap thing. We was doing garage then, grime or whatever. That's what we was doing because that's the first thing we started with.
So fast flow,
and all that sort of shit. Like, and it was at a rap kind of event, so it just wasn't it just didn't feel fucking right, bro.
You lot made a big transition, you know. You lot doing that kind of garagey kind, and the next minute, boom,
straight away, I said to Spoon, like, we can't do this shit, man. Like, it's the rap, innit, man? Like, and that's where it was, man. Man just started doing the UK rap thing, so But you lot definitely inspired that. But because we came from that. In school, I was writing like jungle lyrics and all that stuff and going to jungle raves, garage raves and shit. So that was just natural to kind of slip into that thing, but it wasn't right.
And the industry was throwing money
at the time as well because you had Soul Solid, which done big things as well.
Solid,
we had been in the building with Soul Solid a few times in different.
Shout out Dynasty.
Definitely, man. Big up the Dynasty, man. So what's your biggest show you've ever done?
I think the biggest would be Eminem's on D12.
Oh, they're all there.
That's but I still say that. I still say that.
I personally met Eminem.
The embankment.
And talked with him and Drake.
That's what I say.
Oh, what about Glastonbury? That was.
Oh yeah, Glastonbury.
You know the Glastonbury,
we done V2000 as well.
V2000.
We ran up in Khaleesi's room.
We were sitting down. We were sitting down.
You've always been on it.
We never run up
on it like so.
We were sitting down with her.
No, we did.
Yeah, but we sat down with her.
In her trailer.
In her trailer. She liked it still.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was good.
And the end, if you say, I don't believe there was an end as such, but again, like personal references, I loved it. I was coming out of prison with no idea where I'm going in my life. And then I felt like it was ordained. I felt like it was a blessing that I met. All of a sudden, I turn around, I'm in the group.
We literally became family.
And I never in my life thought about that. Rapping, I used rapping. You know, I look at rappers, smack them like you want to be street. That's how I used to feel about rappers. Like, no one can tell me I'm a rapper. I feel this. Like a rapper, you want to be I'm not. Nah, that's how I used to feel about rappers. So never in my life was I thinking, one day I'm gonna be a rapper.
Never ever thought that either.
Never.
That's crazy. See, I never thought that either in my life as well, man. I thought football. But not rap.
Not rap. Not you guys. Not these guys. Nah.
It's mad though.
So to meet them, it was love. I felt like, God had put me here for a reason that I couldn't foresee. And I was happy. You see me up on stages and all of that. I'm blessed. I know where I just came from just a minute ago. Like stressed. What's my life gonna be like? And here I am. Blessed.
I remember
with my brothers.
days. I remember when that saved me still, you know, on was performing at Temple, Westwood, literally in front of everyone. I forgot my lyrics. Boom. And they're like, just started.
That's a joke.
And then
That must have been
And we looked at each other. He looked at me like,
yeah.
Literally, my mind just went blank.
It happens, though.
Yeah, blank. I'm talking proper blank. This guy came and saved the day.
Yeah, no, so we definitely got to big up Shineye and Charlie Parker for bringing that whole Dynasty sound to the table. Definitely, man. Yeah. It's been interesting. It's been a nice talk, man. Thanks for coming in, man.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Definitely, man.
Free smoke.
Come on, free smoke.
Definitely a million % legends in the UK rap game.
100,000
founders,
million
pioneers, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You have to give them flowers, bro, man. Like,
definitely.
So it's for our viewers to know this. So we're bringing you lot to the table so they can know this, because I know this, but they don't know that. You know, some people think that UK rap might have started in our era. It didn't. There was people before us, you know what I'm saying, and inspired us to do this sort of stuff. So this is what this is all about, bro.
Yeah, it's a wrap up, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But even when you see this, what's the sound right now? What's the UK sound right now?
Drill, innit?
Drill. Even
Drill.
that. Connections are there.
Yeah.
All the South Spitters, they're there. They just don't, sometimes they don't even know 2 generations ago. Like you said, we're working with them in jail now. Writing with them, showing them. So when you hear them, it's like, huh?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I nearly forgot even before the wrap up. You've got Little Shan, you got Shaq doing their thing now.
These are the next generation.
So this is what you're doing. So is this what you've been doing with your time?
Me as a single dad, obviously I've seen talent in my children. So I've just kind of like, all my experience in the music, I've kind of like passed it on to them. Yeah. You know, you got Little Shan who was on The Voice Kids, 2000 and...
Blew it up.
And
finalists.
She came
National finalists.
She was at the finals.
Yeah.
You got
Talking to the mic.
On Will I Am's team.
Yeah. Then you got Little Shax who won the Pen Game Challenge.
Come on.
So it's like all the work.
I've been watching that one still. I've been watching it easy.
So it's like all I've done is just kind of like my knowledge, pass it on to the children. So
we all got the children coming out.
What about you, Paradise?
My daughter, she's a rapper as well.
Yeah, you sent me something. That's fire.
Yeah, she's out in New York in the Bronx. She's dropping something soon. Again, another thing. She done really well. Her name is Sporty K. Sporty.
So what else you doing?
I'm passing the mic to Charlie.
Okay. What about Charlie?
Yeah, my boy's doing something.
Yeah.
Big 23-year-old Santino the Saint.
Okay.
Tearing up, got X amount of million views on YouTube.
That's
already.
dope. That's what's up.
Signed a deal with re-signed a deal with Empire in LA.
Okay, that's good, man.
You're gonna see him.
Yeah, and you've got experience from the industry, so you.
Yeah,
I
tried.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me.
Nah, of course, most people think you don't know what you're talking about, but you really do. Yeah, that's the game. What about you?
Yeah, I got my son. Tris.
Yeah,
he's doing a lot. Tris is like
he's doing the camera work.
He's in the but he's in the camera work, but he's writing and he's producing and he's doing a lot of things.
That's good, man.
Tris, he's on the thing, so like he's around the ends and doing his thing as well.
Those are the seeds that you planted, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
And Ocean's son, Shaquille, big him up. He's putting out music as well.
Big
He's
up Ocean, man.
You see him in the he's in U-Lot's clubhouse all the time, chatting beer fraff. But
I've never seen him in there.
watch,
man,
I'm gonna show you.
big up Ocean.
I'm gonna show you who he is. Not Ocean, his son, Shaq.
Okay.
He spits as well.
Yeah, he's got his son.
Yeah, he's holding it down for the Midlands as well. So yeah, all of our seeds are active. Santino.
Look forward to seeing them in the future, man.
LA with Little Shine as well. Was gonna sign a deal with Nickelodeon.
That's major.
Yeah. Because of the COVID, everything got put on pause. will.i.am wanted to sign her as well. So things, definitely.
So things are looking good.
will.i.am put out a video.
Yeah, will.i.am actually paid for the video Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, that's
out of his
amazing.
own pocket still.
Yeah, so what, the dynasty lives on then?
Come on.
And on that note, you know what I'm saying? We've had a dynasty in the building. Big up the dynasty, 57th dynasty, Brixton's finest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on.
I am your host, Millywayne. I'm here with my co-host.
The people them's champ, never self-proclaimed. The people gave me that name, and for that I say thank you. And this has been Free Smoke podcast. And we out. Love.
Yeah.
Tell them I'm straight, I'm talking things. Tell them I'm straight, we talking